it to Amsterdam, y'all. I'm here and I'm trying to find my bus to get to the hotel. I just asked someone, so yeah. It's definitely overcast here. It's a little cooler. It's like 60 something degrees, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right, I figured out, I got a ticket for the bus. I figured out where to catch the bus at. I just missed one because I had to go back inside and buy a ticket. But it says the next one comes in 15 minutes, which isn't bad. So yeah, the flight was pretty uneventful, you guys. I got a road to myself and I slept the whole flight. I'll tell you about that later, but yes, check-in at my hotel is not until 2 p.m. So it's only like 9 a.m. here right now. So I'm hoping they're gonna have a room available and I'll be able to check in early. But we'll see. I booked a tour for 2 p.m. So I'm really hoping that I can check in early and get a shower and get changed and whatnot. So wish me luck. I couldn't check into my hotel, y'all. They wouldn't let me do it. It's too early. There was no rooms available. So I'm just walking around right now. It's pouring out here. And I stopped and got a coffee. And I'm just gonna kill some time for the next like 3 hours, I think. You guys, I got to my hotel. I actually did not think I was gonna get in this early. I came back to the hotel because I had to pee. I was walking around the streets and I had to pee, so I decided to come back here and pee, and they told me they had a room ready. So I'm here. Let me show you my room. So this is the front door. This is a tiny room, y'all, so don't expect much. But right by the front door is like this little tiny closet. And then when you turn around, this is it, y'all. This is my little room. So I just got like a single room because it's just me and that's all I need. So it just has a little single bed. Has this really cool like photo wallpaper. Has a desk, television, more little closet storage area. It has a fridge. That's cool. That is very handy. A safe. It has a little tea, coffee kettle thing. This is my view. Yes, honey. I think that's the little rooftop terrace. They have a little rooftop terrace on the first floor. I was gonna go check it out, but I guess I can just see it from here. I was hoping it might have a view, but it doesn't look like it really does. But it's a nice outdoor space. It'll probably be better tomorrow when it's not raining, the sun's out. And then I have a little tiny bathroom. Actually, I haven't really seen how big the bathroom is. Let's see. Where's the light, y'all? Is this the light out here? Oh yeah, this is the light. So, well, that's light. So this is my bathroom. Very compact, but it's all I need. Toilet, sink, standing shower. So yeah, and it even has like a little mirror right here for me to use. So yeah, y'all, this is my room. It's not bad. I got a pretty good deal on this. I think I paid $65, $70 a night for this room. And it's like right in the middle of everything. Like everything's walkable from here. I can walk to the Van Gogh Museum. I can walk to the Rembrandt. I can walk to the, what's the other one begins with an R? I can't really say it, but I can walk to that museum from here. So yeah, it's super convenient. I walked around a ton. The rain finally started to like ease up, so it's decent out and the temperature is comfortable. But yeah. Also, I was gonna tell you guys about my flight. So first class and the premium select section, which are like the ones with the reclining seat, they both sold out for this flight. So I was gonna get comfort. So when I checked in, the gate agent, she gave me a comfort seat, But I had asked her, I was like, I don't need a comfort seat. I just kind of want a row to myself. So I can kind of just like stretch out and sleep during the flight. Like, I don't care where it is, like on the plane. It can be in the back. I don't care. So she told me that this row I would actually probably have to myself, because the plane is a configuration where it's 2 on the sides and then a row of 4 in the middle. And she said that I was on on the side, the aisle seat. There was another person listed for the other aisle seat, and there was 2 empty seats in the middle. But that other person, she said, hadn't checked in for the flight yet, and she said they technically only had 1 minute left to check in. So she's like, they're probably not gonna make it, so you'll get that row to yourself. So I was like, cool, perfect. I have 4 seats I can stretch out. So I get on the plane, and there's 2 ladies, not directly across me, but behind them on the side. I guess they weren't traveling together, and the woman by the window started complaining because she's like, we're not traveling together, and I don't understand why we're seated together. And the flight attendant was like, well, you know, the plane's booked to full capacity anymore. We don't block seats and we don't separate people. And she was like, you also have, you know, the option to pick, you know, a seat that you wanted. And the lady was like, well, I don't understand. When I looked at the flight this morning, there was like a ton of open seats, like the plane wasn't even full. And the flight attendant was trying to explain to her, she's like, yeah, this morning it may have looked that way, but they don't actually start assigning seats to people till like an hour and a half before the flight. So even though it looks empty in the morning, doesn't really mean it's really empty. And she's like, I can try and like move you once everyone's boarded and see if we have some space. So I'm like, I'm in this row by myself, kind of like cross from them, and I'm like, ooh, she gonna want to move over to that aisle seat and like get in my row. And I was like, no, I do not. So the flight attendant, eventually she was like on the other side of the aisle near me. So I was like, hey. And I was like, hey, so I'm non-revving. And she's like, oh, hey, girl. And I was like, hey, non-revving means crew member flying, you know, for personal travel. And I was like, yeah, so I'm probably going to have this whole row to myself. And I was like, I heard that lady. And I'm like, I don't want her to move to my row. I was like, I want to keep this row to myself. She was like, girl, I got you. She's like, no worries. If I have to move her, I'll move her somewhere else. And then eventually the lady who was sitting beside her like taps me on my shoulder, and she's like asking me if nobody sits in my row, can she come and sit, would I mind if she sits on the aisle seat? And I'm like, well, you know, I go, actually someone is listed for that other aisle seat. I'm like, so you probably want to just ask the flight attendant. I'm like, just ask the flight attendant. And she's like, okay. So she asked the flight attendant, and I'm sitting right there, and she's asking her, and she's like, yeah, and this lady was, when I asked her, she was so gracious enough to say that if no one sits there, I could sit in that seat. And I was like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. And I'm like, the flight attendant, I'm like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. And so with the flight attendant, the lady was kind of giving me attitude about it. She wanted to sit in my row, but I did not want her. You know what, y'all? I spent a lot of time accommodating people on planes and making them comfortable, and, you know, making them comfortable. I wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to sleep. I specifically asked for a row to myself, and I got it, and I did not want to give it up. So the flight attendant actually wound up moving the lady who was complaining originally from her window seat and put her like 2 rows behind me on an aisle, because that row just had 2 people on one side and then the other 2 seats were empty. And the other lady who was trying to finagle into my row too, she stayed in that row and got those 2 seats to herself. But I was like, y'all, last night was not the time for me to want to be nice, because I wanted to really sleep on that flight, because I had been up since that morning, and I knew that when I landed here it was going to be like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was going to be up all day. So I didn't want to be going that long, like till tonight, without sleeping. So y'all, I had my row to myself, and I slept pretty much the whole flight. But yeah, y'all, so I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take a shower, get myself together. I don't actually know what I want to do today. Tomorrow I wanted to do the music. Oh, what time is it? Y'all, I can still do my tour. What time is it? Y'all, it's 12:25. I forgot I booked that tour at 2 o'clock. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a shower, get changed, get myself together, and then I'm gonna figure out where to go, and I'm gonna do this walking tour, y'all. I'm excited now. All right, y'all, so I'm ready. My hair isn't really giving what I wanted it to give. I didn't even plan on wearing it out. It's just I forgot to pack bobby pins, y'all. Yeah, so this is my hair. Okay, great. And this is my outfit. I'm just wearing this black turtleneck nitty dress. Got my jean jacket on. Wearing my little shiny shoes again. I've been wearing these all day. And then just my little crossbody bag, which is from Shein. Y'all already know. But yeah, the map directions say it's a 26-minute walk. It is currently, okay, it's 1:30 now, so I should leave out now. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Safe. We're taller, the movement taller. Going off the sides. Over there, and we're able to walk through all of it, okay? It's Hello? Hi. Yeah.
Good morning, you guys. So it's the next day, y'all. So I think last I showed I was doing the walking tour, which is really good. It was long though. It was like 3 hours. I did not think it was going to be that long, and when I was done with that, I was like, I was physically done. I don't know if I mentioned, but like I have a cold right now, and yes, it's just a cold, you guys. And I know this because I took 2 COVID tests before I came, just because I was paranoid. My doctor's like, it's just a cold you have. But it really started to like hit me yesterday during that tour. Like my throat had been sore all day yesterday, but I started to feel like really drained of like all energy on that tour. So by the time it was done, I was just like, it's a wrap. Because I had planned on going out to like get dinner. Come with me, I'm just snagging right now. I had planned on going out to like have dinner last night, but I just could not do it. So I just stopped by a grocery store on the way back, and y'all, that was weird because so I went to this grocery store, and like the way the food is set up, I don't know if it's because COVID, but it's like everything in this grocery store was like pre-packaged, like everything. It was just weird. I don't know, it was like weird. It's not like fresh produce out. Everything was like packaged on shelves. It was weird, but I just wanted to get some like little munchies and stuff for the room because I wasn't gonna go out to eat, so I just got like some stuff to make sandwiches. But when I went to check out, like the register said no Visa or MasterCard, like the little, it was like self-checkout. So I was like, okay, but there was no place to put cash, so I had to find somebody. Like there was people working, but I found one guy who was like stocking the shelves, and he was like, there's this card that they have here that you have to use, that you use in the grocery stores. And I'm like, what? That made no sense. So you can't just use like your debit or credit card in the grocery store. There's like the specific card you use. I don't know if this is for every grocery store, but for this one. So he said to use cash, I had to check out with like a live person, but like the guy wasn't there. He had to go find him, whatever. So I paid, and then I went to walk out the grocery store, and it has one of those little like bar things that like opens, but it wouldn't move, it wouldn't open. And I was like, well, how do I get out the store? So I go back and I ask the guy, and he's like sitting on his phone, and I'm like, how do I open the gate? And he's like, oh, I have to open it for you. So he has like this little thing on his, like a watch thing that he opens the gate. But I'm like, I just checked out with you, so clearly my next step is to leave the store. So why would you just go back to your phone if you know I can't get out the store unless you let me out? I was confused. I was like, what is going on? But like, that was weird. But then I just came back to the room. Y'all, I was so tired when I got to the room. I passed out. It was probably like only around 5:30, but I passed out. And I would have slept longer, but I forced myself to get up after 2 hours because I knew if I kept sleeping, I was gonna like wake up around like 2 a.m. this time and be up for the rest of the night.
But like that's still kind of backfired because I was up to like 1 a.m. trying to go back to sleep. And then I slept till like 9:30 here this morning. So it's currently 10:36. I'm actually gonna go get my COVID test to come back right now for the flight back because I have to test. I didn't have to test to come here, even though I took 2 tests just to be safe. But I do have to have a test to go back to the US. So I'm gonna go do that. There's this park that's like right by my hotel that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna walk through that. I wanna go to the red light district. Yesterday during the tour, I guess the tour guides and stuff are not allowed to walk through the district, so we didn't get to see it. So I wanna see that. There is like this flower market that's apparently really beautiful. I want to check that out today, and then do one of the museums today. But my phone has not been working since I've been here. Like when I got a text when I landed that said that I had you know, unlimited data and text and everything, but now once I'm leaving my hotel, I don't get any data. And when I try and log into Sprint, it gives me this error thingy saying that that site is not allowed on the server. And then I try to do T-Mobile because Sprint and T-Mobile are the same, and it tells me the same for T-Mobile. And then when I try and go into my Sprint app, it says not authorized. It won't let me get into the app, and I can't get online to sprint.com to figure out what's going on with my phone. So pretty much when I'm out and about, my phone isn't working. Luckily, my maps still work, so I can figure out how to get around. But I'm just gonna have to, I guess, dip into places and use their Wi-Fi if I need it. So that kind of sucks. I don't know what's going on. I guess I could try and call them, but oh well. I'm gonna finish eating this sandwich and then I'm gonna get on my way.
All right, so I'm dressed now. I'm just wearing this cream sweater, these jeans, my Supergas. I'm gonna carry my backpack today. And I just got my fro out again because I didn't buy bobby pins yesterday because I didn't stop looking for them like I had intended on, but that's cool. Yeah, I didn't plan on wearing my, ooh, it's a little crazy over here. I didn't plan on wearing my hair out for this trip, but here we are. So yeah, I just mapped the walking directions to the clinic. It's a 9-minute walk, so it's really close to here. So yeah, and then I think I'm gonna go walk through that park since it's nearby here too, and then probably do the flower market after that, then the red light district, and then probably finish the day up with a museum. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for dinner yet. I kind of want to go out tonight and eat probably someplace local. There's a ton of restaurants around the hotel, so we'll see, but yeah. Stopped for food, y'all. I had to eat. I was getting super worn out. I'm so tired. This cold, like, it's kind of really kicking my ass. I'm trying to struggle. I'm trying to push through, but I'm struggling. I think I actually need to go back to the hotel and take a little nap, or just rest a little bit. I'm so congested and it's making my head feel like it wants to explode. But I stopped and got this Mediterranean food. It's pretty good, but I think I'm gonna go back to the hotel after this and take a little, just like a rest. I don't really want to nap because I don't really want to mess up my sleep for tonight. I want to be able to go to bed at a reasonable time and get up much early. I think that's part of the problem. I got up way later than I had intended to. I should have been up by like no later than 8 a.m. but I didn't get up to 9:30 and I didn't really even get out of bed till like 10 a.m. So I'm struggling today. I haven't done a museum. I think I'm just gonna save all the museums for tomorrow. Just get up early and go to Van Gogh first, the Anne Frank house, and then the big one that's right by my hotel that I'm staying at. But yeah, I'm struggling today.
Hey, I'm back at the hotel. Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm about to take a little nap because my body is screaming at me right now, saying rest. My head is pounding. I think it's just like in here right now. Like yesterday, do feel better than yesterday. Yesterday, I was congested and like the exhausted feeling, and I had a bad sore throat. The sore throat's gone today, which I'm thankful for. So it's just like in here, and my body's like worn out. So I did get things done. Like I went and got my COVID test this morning. That was a production because I don't know, in order to get the free test here, because you can get a free COVID test to fly back, you have to book it online with the government. And I tried to do that. Well, okay, technically I'd already booked an appointment, but when I got my I had thought I had booked it for this morning, but when I got my confirmation, it was actually booked for tomorrow afternoon. I booked that when I was still home, and then when I tried to cancel that and rebook it for this morning, it kept telling me it had to send me like an SMS code, you know, like the green bubble text message, so I could verify my phone number, because you have to like put your number into the system, because that's how they give you your test results. But for some reason I hadn't been getting my SMS messages. Like my best friend called me yesterday and she's like, I've been texting you, bitch, my texts aren't going through. And I'm like, I don't understand. So I went there just hoping that they could like just get me in, but she was like, no, in order to get the free one you have to book it online through the government. So I came home and I had to end up calling my cell phone company to try and figure out what was going on, because I couldn't log on to the site. It was just a whole ordeal, but I got it figured out. I booked the appointment and then I went back. I got my test. She said I should get my results by like midnight tonight. And then I walked through that park that I think it's called Vondel. I don't know. Why is this blurry? Yeah, anyways, so I walked through that park and then I went to the red light district. I did not film in the red light district. Let's talk about it, y'all. So I didn't realize that the women still stand in the windows to solicit. I thought that's how they used to do it back in the day. I didn't think that was still a thing, but yeah, they just stand in the little window advertising themselves half naked. So that was interesting. So I didn't film any of that because I was like, yeah, y'all don't want to see this. But it was definitely interesting. A lot of plastic surgery. It was like the older women. There was a lot of, it was like all different types of women. Like no matter what's your flavor, they got a woman for you there. And there was a lot of plastic surgery. A lot of plastic looking women, but like the younger women didn't seem to have the plastic surgery like that. They looked more natural, but like the older ladies were not aging well. But anyway, so I walked through there and then I walked for a little bit longer and I went and got some food. I stopped at this little Mediterranean place. I showed you guys. And now I'm home, or back to the hotel. I'm just gonna chill out for the next couple hours. I think I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go out tonight because I want to see what the city looks like at nighttime, because I know like all the bridges and stuff, they like are lit up and stuff at night, so I know it's pretty. So I want to see that. So I'm probably gonna head out maybe like around 7:30 when the sun starts to set, and then find a little place to eat and just walk around for a while, and then just come back and go to bed at a reasonable time tonight, so I can get up at a reasonable time tomorrow and just do all like the museums tomorrow and just hit them up. Start early, probably hit the Van Gogh first, and then yeah, just go from there. But for now, y'all, I'm about to take a nap. I'm struggling, y'all.
I'm still in bed, y'all. I think it's almost 7 o'clock now. My head is starting, it still hurts. I still feel really congested, but it's feeling better, so that's a bonus. I looked and it said that the sun is supposed to set at like 8:48, so I'm probably gonna leave out at like 8, walk around, find a place to eat, and then just kind of do a little bit of sightseeing and just to check out the city at night, and then I'll come back. Whenever I'm traveling solo, I don't like to be out late at night by myself walking around. Typically when I'm not sick, like to get up early, head out early and spend majority of the day back out, and then usually come in when it's getting dark. That's when I'm solo. When I'm traveling with someone else, it's different. Like, I'll stay out late because, you know, we're tag teaming it. But yeah, I'm feeling slightly better. I didn't really sleep. I kind of just like have been resting, praying that this headache goes away. So I feel like tomorrow I'm gonna feel better. I feel like this isn't gonna be as bad tomorrow. So as long as a lot of this pressure goes away and the headache goes away, tomorrow will be a good day, and it'll just be a full museum day. And I'm actually was laying here thinking about it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited to see the Van Gogh Museum. Yeah, if y'all know me, you know that the Starry Night is my favorite painting. So yeah, I'm really, even though it's in New York right now, but still I'm excited to go to the Van Gogh Museum tomorrow. Y'all look crusty. My hair is all crazy now from laying. But how cool is this mural on the wall? I love it. I love these like big windows. It's a nice little view to just like lay and look at.
All right, y'all, so I'm up. I'm getting ready to head out again. I got dressed. I decided to keep my sweatshirt on because it's getting cool outside, and the sweater I had on earlier is like thin. So yeah, I just had to keep this on so I'd be cozy and feeling better. I put lipstick on today. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm feeling better. I definitely think by tomorrow I'm gonna feel 100. Oh, I got my COVID test results back. Negative for COVID, positive for this goddamn cold. So yeah, that's this. Yeah, Lisa, I'm negative for COVID, which I knew I was. So I uploaded my, they use an app here that you have to show when you get to the airport. So they send you like this QR code or something. You upload into the app, so when I get to the airport they just scan it and they have my test results. So that's all taken care of. What else did I do since I last talked to you guys? I booked my tickets for Van Gogh for tomorrow. So I kind of messed up. I tried to book my tickets for Anne Frank, but I should have did that before I came because it's sold out for the rest of the week, so I can't see that tomorrow. And then Van Gogh, the only opening they had for tomorrow was at 4 p.m, which is not bad. So I booked that, and then I also got my tickets for the, you know, the main, the Roger, I don't know how to say it, museum. I booked that at 10:15. So I'll go to that in the morning, and in between, I'm gonna make a list of like any of the other things I wanted to see while I was here to do that in between. And then I'll do Van Gogh at 4 p.m. So yeah, tomorrow should be a much better day, y'all. Good morning, you guys. So it's the next morning, obviously. I didn't really film much when I was out yesterday. I walked around for about an hour. I just started to feel not very good, and also there wasn't as many people in the streets as I was thinking there was gonna be. So once it started to get dark, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the hotel. But it was also a Monday night, so there's that. But I'm feeling a lot better today. I do not have the congestion in my head. My nose is running a lot. It seems to be draining out, which is good. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I woke up a little late today. I got up like 15 minutes later than I had planned on. So I'm not gonna have time to go get coffee before the museum. But I'm dressed. Let me show y'all what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing this like black and white dress, this midi dress. With my supergas, and I'm just wearing like a little cardigan over it because I think the high is gonna be like 70 today. I got my fro out. It never looks as cute on this camera as it does when I look in the mirror for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, so I did try and find some bobby pins the other day. I went to a drugstore and I looked in their like hair accessories section, and they didn't have a single bobby. They had some, they had like those like sparkly you know, decorative fashion bobby pins, but just like no regular bobby pins. So I was like, okay, so I gave up on that. So I'm just gonna keep rocking the fro for the rest of the trip. It's fine. Hopefully it doesn't get too dried out, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna head out now. It's only like a 5-minute walk to the museum from where I'm staying at. It's currently 10:06. My entry is from 10:15 to 10:30. So yeah, I should probably leave out now.
I did the museum, y'all. It was good. It was a little bit underwhelming, but it was good. Now I'm just walking around the property of the museum. It's a huge, huge property. They have parks, a lot of outdoor space here, some other museums sprinkled in on the property. I really need a coffee, so after I leave here, I'm definitely gonna, my hair looks crazy. I don't know why. I swear it doesn't look this crazy in person. I'm gonna go have pancakes, y'all. So I guess they're known for their like pancakes here. I don't know, but I keep passing this one place that's by my hotel, and it looks good. So I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna go try that, and hopefully they don't disappoint. I'm on my way to the Van Gogh now. I took a little break in between the other museum and eating. So I'm headed there now. It's still really nice out. So I'm so excited for this museum, y'all. I hope it does not disappoint. I don't think I can actually film in this one like I could in the last one. But if I can be sneaky, I'll try and get some footage. But I think I read that correctly, that it said you're not allowed to film inside this particular museum, which is disappointing. But if I can be a little sneak, I'll be a little sneak. Hey y'all, so last night I head out in the morning. I've been back at the hotel for probably, I don't know, 2 hours or so. I've just been chilling, trying to get myself, like, give my body as much rest as I can to be as healthy as possible for the flight tomorrow. Because one of my new symptoms I've been having today is coughing and sneezing a lot. And I think it's just coughing because I'm like draining and I'm getting everything out. So I don't want to be coughing a lot on the flight tomorrow. Because, I mean, I know it's not COVID, but, you know, the people around me aren't going to know that. And I don't want to freak anybody out. So I've just been resting. But I've had a really, sorry if this lighting is bad. Hold on. Let me turn this light on. Is that bad? Okay, I think that's somewhat better. So I enjoy Amsterdam. I think it's really pretty here. The city itself is beautiful. The architecture is beautiful. Every time I visit a new city, country, I always kind of go through the checklist for myself of, could I live here? Could I see myself living here? Because ultimately, that's my goal, is to move abroad and live someplace international. As far as the way it looks and everything, I could definitely see myself living here. But as far as the people go, I don't know. I didn't find the people here to be the friendliest. Not that they were necessarily rude, but it just, they didn't seem like the friendliest of people. And I guess I'm just so used to like being in the States and being in New York, and even being on the West Coast, where people just seem to be like somewhat enjoying themselves more. Like, I just didn't see a lot of people here smiling, laughing, just seemed like they were having fun. Everyone just seemed so serious all the time. But, and even y'all, okay, so this is another big thing for me. As a person of color, as a black person, a black woman traveling international, whenever I go to cities that are predominantly not black, I make a point of, when I'm out and about, acknowledging other people, other black people pretty much, and typically mostly just other black women. I usually don't try and acknowledge too many men. I don't know, I find that awkward, especially as a solo female traveler. But when I pass another black person, another black woman specifically, I like to do the nod, the hello, the little hey. I did not get that in return once the whole time I was here. I was like, yo, really just ignoring me, like out of the way to pretend like they didn't see me when they passed me. And so I was like, okay. That was definitely different, to not have anybody acknowledge me
when I went out of my way to greet them and acknowledge them in passing was like a little off-putting. But like I said, I don't know if I could live here people-wise, because I don't know if I'd ever be able to like find my people to like be happy socially here. So yeah, there's that. But the city itself is beautiful. So much history, so much beautiful architecture. I loved all the canals in the city. I love the way the buildings, the homes, everything looks, the apartments, everything is just really beautiful. There's tons of restaurants and places. It's super walkable in the city, specifically this place I stayed at. I don't know if any of y'all are intending to travel to Amsterdam anytime soon, but I will leave a link to this hotel that I stayed at, because I feel like as a solo traveler, this is a really great place to stay because it's close to everything. Like, all of the museums are within a 5 to 10 minute walk of here, and like the main city center is within a 5 to 10 minute walk of here too. Everything's so convenient. This room I did get is a single room for just one person, but they do have like double rooms and, you know, larger rooms in the hotel, and I'm very happy with where I chose to stay. And this is, if you're a shopper, this is like in the area where all of like the luxury shops are. So like all the Louis Vuitton, Prada, everything is in this neighborhood where all like the designer shops are over here. I've been walking through, you know, just looking in the windows, keep it moving, because Lord knows I'm not buying nothing. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, y'all go ahead and hit subscribe. I'm gonna be having more travel videos in the future, just because y'all, travel's back. I'm trying to be out here. I'm trying to take advantage of my travel benefits, because why else am I working if I'm not gonna be traveling? But anyways, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys in my next video.